Once upon a time, deep in the heart of an enchanted wood, there lived a grumpy, selfish little boy named Finian. Now, Finian was no ordinary boy. He had a particular gift, or rather a nose, for particular things. You see, Finian had a nose that could sniff out trouble from miles away, and when his nose did a double flip-flop, as he liked to say, it meant that something special was about to happen. One night, Finian's nose did a suspicious double flip-flop. Curious, he crept to his window and peeked out, and what he saw made his jaw drop. Every flower in the meadow outside his window had bloomed into a glowing star shape, and together they were lighting up a secret path through the woods. Now, Finian wasn't much of a believer in fairy tales, but this was something even he couldn't explain. But drawn by an invisible force, he slipped on his shoes, grabbed his jacket, and ran after the glowing flowers. Soon, he was joined by some other curious kids from the village, and together they raced through the dark, the flowers guiding their way. The path led them deeper and deeper into the woods until finally the trees parted and revealed a sparkling meadow bathed in moonlight. In the center stood a huge wishing tree with roots that spread like golden ribbons across the ground. And as the children approached, the tree shimmered and whispered, "Make a wish, my dears. I shall grant you 3 wishes each." The kids gasped. Wishes they had never been so close to a real-life fairy tree before. They stared at its shimmering trunk, half expecting it to sprout wings and fly away. But alas, the tree was rooted firmly to the ground. "Oh, I want to be rich," cried a girl with pigtails. And poof, the tree waved its magic and showered her with gold coins. "Oh, I want to be famous," cried a boy with a pointy hat. And poof, the tree waved its magic again and filled his head with knowledge of every spell and potion known to man. "Oh, I want to be the strongest wizard in the land," cried a girl with a pointy nose. And poof, the tree waved its magic one more time and bestowed upon her a magical amulet that gave her powers beyond her wildest dreams. Each child took their turn making their wishes until it was finally Finian's. He stood before the tree, his eyes shining brighter than all the stars in the sky. But when he opened his mouth to speak, he hesitated. All he could think about was how selfish he had been, how his nose had tricked him into coming here, how he had run after the flowers without a second thought for anyone else. And now there was a bunch of disappointed faces staring at him, waiting for their friend to make his wish. "Well, what do you want?" Finian asked, the girl with the pointy nose. I don't know," stammered Finian. The truth was, he didn't care about being rich or powerful or famous. All he wanted was for everyone to be happy. And then he had an idea. "I want everyone here to get an extra wish," he said. The tree blinked in surprise. "Are you sure, Finian?" it asked. "That's very selfless of you, but I can only grant 3 wishes to each person." "Oh, I'm sure," said Finian with a wink. And suddenly, the most beautiful music filled the air, and the children noticed that each note seemed to match the beat of their hearts. Then, just as suddenly, the music stopped and the tree rustled its leaves. "Very well then," it said. "Your wish is my command." Poof! The tree waved its magic and showered the first girl with even more gold coins. Poof! It bestowed the second boy with even more powerful spells. And poof! It gave the third girl even greater magical abilities. Each child got another chance to make their wishes, and each wish was even more spectacular than the last. When it was finally time for Finian to make his own wishes, he didn't hesitate. "I want to see the inside of a volcano," he said. And poof, the tree waved its magic and sent him hurtling through the air towards a mountain peak. "I want to swim with dolphins," said the girl with pigtails. And poof, the tree waved its magic and deposited her into a crystal clear pool surrounded by playful dolphins. "I want to fly with an eagle," said the boy with the pointy hat. And poof, the tree waved its magic and lifted him onto the back of a majestic eagle soaring through the clouds. As the children ran off to enjoy their wishes, the tree rustled its leaves and whispered, "Sharing is truly the best thing since sliced bread." And as the moon climbed higher in the sky, the meadow began to vanish, leaving the children no choice but to return home. From that day on, Finian and his friends were known throughout the land not for their wealth or power or fame, but for their kindness and generosity. And whenever they felt a little blue, they would just remember the time they had shared a wish with a fairy tree, and their spirits would lift right up.